What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolfpack. And man, was I right again. I've been calling this market spot on. Today, we're going to talk Federal Reserve, FOMC meeting, inflation, freepulse.io. We're going to talk about Phantom. We're going to talk about VE33 and solidly. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex.
Bitcoin on the daily chart. Guys, hit the like button. We sold 65K on this channel. We confirmed the daily downtrend. We did not get faked out here. We did not get faked out here when Tone Vase got faked out, and we were calling for 32K, 33K bounce. This looks like a bear pole, bear flag. Unfortunately, let's say we take out 39,000. I'm going to perk up, and if we can regain this 21 exponential moving average, anything below this line right here and rejecting is a daily downtrend. Anything above and then confirming and popping off is a reversal, and we don't see it yet, but this thing is diving. It should be easy to take out. I am not too confident in this move. In fact, I don't think that anything in this chart right here has any bearing on what is going to happen next. I think the whole world is watching the Federal Reserve tomorrow at 2 p.m. They will be having a meeting and they're going to be discussing tapering asset purchases and rate hikes. People in the market, investors, traders, they're upset thinking that the Federal Reserve ran the narrative of transitory inflation too long. They let inflation run too long, and now they are in a Kobayashi Maru. It is a no-win scenario. If they taper, if they do rate hikes, it is going to crash the economy and these giant asset bubbles that they inflated, including crypto. And if they don't taper, then inflation is going to run super, super hot, benefiting the rich and people who own assets. So I think that Bitcoin is actually following the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is tech stocks, and looking at it today, it did have a little bounce. It does look similar to Bitcoin, but look, this is the 1 hour chart, and it could not even gain the 1 hour uptrend. If we look at Nasdaq on the daily chart, it looks absolutely filthy, and it is holding the 366 exponential moving average. That is the last support. It is the longest support on the daily chart, and it looks bad right now, but people are waiting. We're going to have to see if the Federal Reserve comes off a little bit more dovish, a little bit more soft, maybe walking back some of these hawkish comments and slow down the taper. And if this happens, I believe Bitcoin can rocket up. Do I think it's going to happen? Honestly, no. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to come out. I think they're going to be hawkish. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be volatility. So let's see what happens next. It looks like we are 50% from ETH right now. This could be the early stages of a bear market. If we look at this chart right here, we can see the 2015-2016 bear market, the early bear, and then we got 2019-2020 bear market, a huge dip. This was COVID, and then early bear, question mark. Are we starting an early bear market? Is there going to be a giant capitulation? And I am ready to buy the dip if that is possible. And if it reverses, if the Fed reverses its taper, just like it did in 2019 when it panicked, if that happens, then we could go to a new ETH. And just remember, guys, in life, there are no solutions. There are only trade-offs. So let's say they do reverse the taper and everything goes pumping to the moon again. Inflation is going to run super hot. We're talking about meat prices. We're talking about housing prices. Rents are going to go up, and it's going to squeeze the middle class. It's going to squeeze the people that don't have any assets. So it isn't good either. The OG Wolfpack, no, I've been saying this. We are in an inflationary recession. Usually in a recession, people don't have any money to buy stuff. In an inflationary recession, people have money, but not enough to buy stuff. Used car prices are absolutely through the roof. The Fed has no choice but to taper because it's squeezing the lower income people and middle class who don't have assets to offset inflation. All right, guys, let's take a look at Hex. Hex is looking like the Nasdaq, holding the 366 exponential moving average, doing better than Bitcoin, but looking really bad. We have the baby little death cross right here, which usually signals further downside. PulseX is at about 950 million, but if you count the off-chain coins, they're over $1 billion. And why did they need this money? Well, maybe it's this. You have freepulse.io. For adoption, they are going to give away free pulse here every hour, and it could be up to $200. This is legit, but do your own research. If you missed pulse, you might as well go get some free pulse out of the faucet when it comes out. Follow freepulse.io. Ethereum is looking bad. It's looking worse than Bitcoin. Let's keep going to Phantom. Phantom having a nice bounce off the pivot, rejecting the 21 exponential moving average. I think that this is going to be correlated, even though there is a ton of stuff going on Phantom, especially Solidly. Solidly is the VE33 project that I have been talking about, that I've been salivating about, and I got into Spooky Swap and into Multi-Swap so I can be part of this project. They did airdrop them the NFTs. The snapshot is done, and you can see Spooky Swap got 1.3 million NFTs and Multi-Chain got 800,000. We have yet to learn how they're going to distribute this coin, but this is the hottest thing going on right now. The Pulse Chain hype is cooling off, but this is the hottest thing going on right now. Check out Solidly. Check out VE33. I have a previous video about it. It's an emissions-based locking token. I like anything that locks, as you know. Let's take a look at Spooky Swap. Spooky Swap, I was saying $21 is a buy, and look at this. It's up 13.19%. That is great. But any swap is not looking great. It is below the 21 exponential moving average. These are my long-term holds, guys. Look, the money's coming to Phantom. Follow the money. The money's going to Phantom. It's going to be hot. Get yourself into Phantom projects. Not financial advice. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. It closed pretty bad, right about at 174.98. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Guys, tomorrow is a huge day. Let's take a look at SPY. Let's take a look at the S&P, also looking like death. And MicroStrategy's our good friend Michael Saylor. These candles are down into the volume candles. It's crashing so hard. Not looking good. Remember when everybody was clickbaiting you and telling you that Russia is banning crypto, and I was saying chill out, we don't know. And look, crypto ban proposed by Bank of Russia met with opposition in the parliament and the government. The central bank's push for a restrictive policy regarding cryptocurrencies is not gaining support among members of the Russian government, legislature, or law enforcement. A blanket crypto ban, as proposed by the bank, would make a laughingstock of Russia. That's what lawmakers warned. And yeah, they're not going to ban crypto. No one's going to ban crypto. Institutions are going to be buying this dip, and so will I, because crypto will live on. I believe in this. I'm long-term in this. And I have successfully been trading this market if you followed this channel. All right, guys, the IMF urges El Salvador to discontinue Bitcoin's legal tender status. The global financial institutions said that Bitcoin's use as a legal tender poses risks to El Salvador's financial stability, integrity, and consumer protection. And I would agree, but so does the dollar. Look at what's going on. We're going into a hyperinflationary collapse. If something doesn't change, the dollar is going to collapse. So these guys really don't have a whole lot to lose, but I would hate to see the people of El Salvador get hurt, innocent people. You know, I don't want to see that, but I do not think that Nayib Bukele, our favorite millennial dictator, gives two flying fucks. Just look at his tweet. He's wearing a McDonald's shirt and a McDonald's hat, just saying that, yes, he is wrecked. They are down like 30-40%, and they are buying the dip here. And I truly hope it works out for them, and at least they're laughing about it. But he is on the forefront of crypto adoption and innovation. It is a giant experiment. Salute to you, sir. I hope it goes well. Anyways, guys, throw me a like and a sub. Join the Wolf Pack. How many times have I been right? I hate to be that guy and take like a victory lap, but guys, how many times have I been right, spot on, calling this market? Everything hinges on this FOMC meeting tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. Grab yourself some popcorn, tune in. I'm completely conflicted about it. Yeah, I want my bags to pump, but also I really don't like this inflation, and this asset bubbles are about to burst. Let's see what happens next. There's never a dull day. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack.